welcome. How are you guys? Today we are going to explore a bit more about JavaScript. We'll not be doing any coding today, and so it'll be relatively a shorter video, but I'd like to show you something interesting towards the end. So do watch the video till the end. JavaScript origins in 5 slides or less. What is JavaScript? JavaScript is a client-side or server-side scripting language. We have already seen how JavaScript can be used at the client end, where we created an HTML file. Inside an HTML file, we created a form. In that form, we had taken two inputs, the username and password. We had a submit button, which when submitted, the JavaScript function would be called and the input values will be taken and console logged within the developer tools. We haven't seen the server-side scripting yet, but in the near future, I will show you how JavaScript can be used for server-side scripting. Who built it and where was JavaScript first built? JavaScript was first built by Brendan Eek in April 1985 at Netscape. He built JavaScript within 10 days. What was it called back then? It was known as Mocha and used for testing purposes of various modules that are deployed within the Navigator browser used by Netscape at that time. Later on, it was renamed to LiveScript. JavaScript was later on coined by Netscape due to the popularity of Java applets within the Netscape Navigator browser. Is Java same as JavaScript or vice versa? The answer is no. JavaScript and Java are two different languages owned by Sun Microsystems or Oracle. It is not to be confused with JScript or J++, as these technologies are built by Microsoft to imitate JavaScript and Java respectively. The JavaScript engine. The JavaScript engine is nothing but a compiler which compiles JavaScript code into machine-readable code so that it can process it effectively. Let's take an example to understand what JavaScript engine does. Let's suppose there are two people. One person knows French, the other person knows English. In such a case, they would require a third person called as an interpreter who would interpret their language for effective communication. This is the job of the JavaScript engine. It basically interprets what code JavaScript is written in and executes it in a machine-readable language. There are two types of compilers. Either it can be a standard compiler or just-in-time compiler. Just-in-time compilers are those which are required at the time of execution. The different types of JavaScript engine are V8 engine, Rhino, SpiderMonkey, etc. Let's focus on the V8 engine. V8 engine is nothing but an implementation of ECMA script and WebAssembly. WebAssembly is nothing but a safe, portable and low-level code format which can be effectively and efficiently executed. ECMA script is a set of guidelines or rules that needs to be followed by any scripting language. ECMA stands for European Computer Manufacturers Association. V8 engine is an open source, high-performance JavaScript and WebAssembly language written in C++. So it can run in any embedded systems as well. It is used in most popular browsers like Chrome, Brave, Internet Explorer, Firefox, etc. V8 engine is also used in Node.js. Node.js is a framework used at the server side. It can be executed as a separate application or be embedded as in another C++ application. Guys, as promised earlier, let's do something interesting now. Head over to your favorite browser and search for experiments with google.com. This is the URL. I'll leave the link to this website in the descriptions below. Open that URL. So this website basically contains experiments that people at Google conduct, and it is available for us to go ahead and check these experiments out. So let's go ahead and scroll down. So as we see, there are multiple collections available, multiple different types of experiments that the people at Google conduct. Let's select any one of these experiments. Within these experiments, as we see, we can launch any one of these experiments. One of the experiments that I found very interesting was the blob opera. Let's go ahead and play it. So we can play this at multiple pitches. Each and every blob can play at multiple pitches. Either we can make our own song and share that song with people. It completely works on the mouse. Once you click on any one of the blobs, and you simply have to drag them forward or backward or up and down. Once you are ready with it, either you can have them play your own music or have it played from this playlist. Let's go ahead and make them play the playlist. Alright, that's about it. So, as we can see here, that you can play from a playlist, or you can create your own music by clicking on any one of the blobs and dragging them up and down. Now let's go to the next experiment that I was telling you. The website's name is webglsamples.org. Let's open that URL. So within this website is mostly built using JavaScript and Python. So there are multiple collections here. The one that I found very interesting was this aquarium project. The source code is available for free. If you click on this button, it will take us to the GitHub website where we can download any of those projects. It's all available for free. Let's click on any one of the project, and if we go ahead and check it out, it's built using JS and Python. You can see multiple Python files here and multiple batch files also here. So we have not touched those files till now. Very soon we'll be touching into Python and how to create a Python file and creating a batch file. We'll get into that soon enough. But for now, let's go ahead and run one of the projects and see how it plays on the browser. So I'm going to select the aquarium project. There we go. Guys, this is really interesting. I really found this very interesting, and come to think about it, it's built using JavaScript. So we can change the view, we can get the view inside the aquarium and get an overview of the aquarium outside. We can actually view these are actually images Oh my god, this is really interesting, guys. Wow. We can increase the number of fishes as well to any number of fishes that we want. We can actually stand, it's actually feels like I'm standing right inside the aquarium and the fishes are swimming around me. Of course, I'll have to reduce the number of fishes just for it to run smoothly. We can see how many frames per second, that is FPS, that this project is running. And then there are multiple options, like we can reduce, we can remove any one of those options here, and we can actually see the proper this is the normal flow, that is, this is the normal tank that we see, the code that runs this project. So if we add multiple other properties, then we see the other objects as well. The light, for example, the light, the aquarium, and the reflection, everything. And once we set these properties here, we can see those. So there are multiple options that we can set here, and as we change here, it automatically gets reflected there. Okay guys, that's all that I wanted to show you. Hope you found this interesting. That's it for today. If you liked the video, let me know by clicking on the like button. Let's aim for 10 likes. Comment and let me know what you think about this video. If you're new to this channel, hit the subscribe button. It motivates me to make more better content. I'll meet you in the next video. Jeannie, what did you do this time? Whose car keys are these? How many times have I told you not to steal someone's car? Take it back to where you found it quickly and play something nice for these people.